Good morning. We are back on site to start working on the water that's flowing through the property. My dad went ahead and purchased a post digger. It was $40. I don't know why I remember only paying $20 for a post digger, but the manual one used to be real cheap, and it used to also be longer. The wood part of it used to be longer. I know I have one in storage that's way bigger than this one that my dad has. Dad, can you tell them a little bit about what we're getting ready to do this morning?
Yeah, first of all, we're working with the environment, and what we're going to do, we're going to slow down the flow of the water that's running off the property for the purpose of the animals to have water to drink. And when they start draining lightly, we could put a decorate the part that is going into the culvert and just beautify the property. You know what I'm saying? But mainly we're concerned about the animals.
That's true.
Make sure they have drinking, wildlife, and make sure they have drinking water.
Because as you know, we do have Bud, my favorite deer, Bud. Remember, I think I told you guys about the confrontation with Bud. Bud is always on the property. I wrote a post on Instagram and also Facebook about my encounter with Bud when I first purchased the farm site. I was out here marking trees. Let me show you. I was marking trees like this. Just putting X's on the trees with my little paint can. And next thing you know, I hear a running, like a rustling, running through the woods. This is when I had nothing but trees. This is when this whole area all around here was nothing but woodlands. And I looked up, Bud was only a few feet away from me. It was like, you see where I am? And that tree is right there. He was like right there, and he had antlers that was huge. And I heard this scream that just came out of nowhere, erupted scream, while we were just standing there looking at each other. In my mind, I was like, oh wow, this deer has huge antlers and such big eyes. And I hear a scream, and it's loud. And it took me a couple of minutes to realize that it was me that was screaming. I had my gun, and I also had the spray can, but I had raised the spray can up like I will throw this spray can at you, Bud. I didn't want to shoot him, but Bud just looked at me, and he did his head like this to say what's up, and he just walked away casually. While I'm still standing there shaking and like, you know, in shock a little bit, he was pretty much like, yeah, just saying hi and letting you know who is the king of this area. So yeah, Bud is on the property all the time, along with a lot of baby deers, and he has a lot of does that's out here too. I think it's about, I don't know, I would say about 6 or 7 different does, but Bud is the main one that's on the property. A big deer with huge antlers. But yeah, so we want to make sure that we're in tune with nature and that they still utilize the drinking water, but at the same time we manage the water so that it's not creating such a muddy environment on the property, and that we're also making sure that it's still beautified like my dad said. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. So Dad has chosen some logs to use for our project. We're still in the beginning phases, trying to get the water to slow down on the property, but we're choosing the proper logs for this project. need this one out. Ooh. I see what you're doing. Okay.
have beavers on your property too.
I might have beavers on my property soon.
Well,
I'm glad we decided to go with the natural wood to not contaminate the environment. You can see that the water is already starting to slow. It's gathering right here in the back and it's slowing towards the road. So as this dries up, this is going to give us an opportunity to finally lay the rocks down. And that's what we really needed, is just some dryness to this part of the land. So it's starting to dry. Starting to look really, really good. We just need to have a couple of more logs added, and then we can place the rocks inside of the stream. I have a lot of rocks that's on site, and then we have some rocks that will be delivered.
okay, we finally got the job accomplished. What we did was to clean the stream out. Clean the stream out. Got the stream running beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's running all the way down, and you can look back there where you put the dam at, and the water really flowing real good, and it's clear too. So the only thing we left to put the rocks, and we got it made.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of the day.
That's the end of the day.
The end for the day.